Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be reviewing the No Filter Colourpop foundation. I'm super excited about this. I love Colourpop. The concealers didn't quite work for me under my eyes, but I still use them to cover my brows, and I did that today. I even have on some Supershock shadows on my eyes. When last have you guys seen this? I know it's been a while. So I have on a lot of Colourpop products today. So if you guys want to see how I create this look, and if the Colourpop foundation is oil girl approved, then please keep on watching. Okay, so let's just jump into the foundation. So this is the Colourpop No Filter foundation. You all already know how I feel about the concealer. I will link that video up above and in my description box. I used it to cover my brows today. This is Rich Tan 65, and I'll put on the screen what's the new name of this, because you know Colourpop added some shades to their concealer. But today what we're going to be talking about is the No Filter foundation, and you can't even see the box because it's like a peach and white. And I also got the No Filter setting powder in translucent. So I don't use banana powder. I don't think banana powder is suitable for my skin tone. I don't like how it looks on me, but I do use translucent setting powder. So I use the Patrick's powder for under my eyes, and I use Wowder, which is a dark translucent powder for all over my face. So we will be using Wowder to set this foundation today, and we'll be using this translucent powder to set under our eyes. Now, unfortunately, I was only able to pick up one shade of this Colourpop foundation, and they have a cool thing where you can put in foundation shades that match you perfectly from other brands, and then it will tell you which is the closest match. So I did Fenty Beauty 450, and it came up with Deep Dark 195 as my Colourpop shade. Now I also put in 6C2 for Estee Lauder Double Wear, and that gave me 205, but for some reason I thought I added it to my cart, but I did not. And this foundation is $12 for 0.85 fluid ounces. Now that's okay in terms of foundation. Drugstore foundations usually range from about $9 to $12, so I feel like this does fit into that drugstore price. You get less in it, but the thing is, I've watched some reviews, and this foundation you do not need a lot. It is a watery consistency, and a little goes a long way. I had a chance to apply it on one of my friends because she bought her shade. I think she was 210, and I pumped out like 3 pumps on my hand, and that was too much for her face. So I'm gonna do 1 pump and see how far that takes me, because it spreads, and the coverage of this foundation is amazing. Like, she has a little few dark spots and it covered them perfectly. Now for me, let's see what it's gonna do for me. Y'all know I'm all about the matte foundations. We just did our CoverGirl review, and we are in love with that foundation. So let's see if Colourpop could get up in the ranks, okay, of Oily Girl approved. Okay, so I didn't get the foundation brush because I used another discount code when I did my transaction. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do 1 pump on the back of my hand, and we're gonna be using our Juno & Co sponge. Now guys, this is the only shade that I bought, so we're just praying to God that it matches. So right now it's looking a little light. This is the only shade that I bought, so we're gonna have to make it work. I am so sorry if you will come into this video and you wanted to see swatches of the other ones, but I was not able to pick up any other shades. Now this is quite light. I think I could still make it work because it like matches the center of my chest. Once I bronze, I should be able to kind of make this work. Now it is peachy in undertone, I would say. So I don't think this is looking bad on camera. It doesn't look bad in person either. Let's see this forehead. You all know I have some hyperpigmentation on my forehead. Ooh, so this is like a problem area for me. Yeah, it's light. So you could definitely see the difference between my forehead and this foundation. Okay guys, but we're still gonna try to make this work. So I feel like I might either be 200 or 205. So this foundation was developed for the selfie age. Our full coverage natural matte foundation delivers flawless looking skin from day to night. The oil-free lightweight formula blends smoothly and is easily customizable to create the coverage you want. build it up or share it out. It was developed with innovative soft blurring pigments to deliver true color while looking and feeling natural. The lockable pump is easy to use and keeps your routine mess free. As always, 100% cruelty free and vegan. So in terms of coverage, I think it does pretty well. And it definitely is buildable. I would say this is like medium coverage. And I only use 2 pumps, so that could probably be why. I would say on me, this is about medium coverage, but I only use 2 pumps. I didn't use a lot of this foundation because I was afraid that, you know, it will be a bit too much. But what I'm gonna do is just put some more under my eyes just to see how buildable it is. And I'm feeling like I don't even want to use a highlight shade just because this foundation is so light already and I don't want my face to look much brighter than this. I'm kind of using this as my highlight shade because I don't know if you guys could tell, but this is lighter than my skin. I think you could see it. So 195 is not my shade, but we're gonna make it work. You cannot make returns to Colourpop.com. So best believe we're gonna make this work. This is just a testament to the online shipping, you know. At least Colourpop really tried to make sure that we could find our perfect shade by doing, you know, that comparison brand thing that they have. I think that that was really commendable. But sometimes, you know, mistakes do happen. They, you know, they only said that it was the closest shade too, right? Not the exact shade. All right, so I want to show you guys a comparison between Fenty 450, which is right here. That's Fenty 450, and this is Colourpop 195. So we could definitely see that the Colourpop one is lighter than the Fenty one by a good bit. I know we're seeing the difference between that. My face is looking a little gray right now around this area, as you guys can see. We are gonna try to fix that. I know I got the wrong shade, but we're gonna see how we can make this thing work. As of right now, I really like how it feels on the skin. I really also like the finish of it. It's not like matte, so I can appreciate that. I feel like my skin still looks like skin. But what we're gonna do now is bronze up our skin, and I'm gonna be using a lot of Colourpop products in this video. So I use Colourpop brows. I also use Colourpop on my lid. This is Supershock in Dare, and a little bit of lace on the ends. Right. Since I'm not going to be using any concealer, I'm just going to set my under eyes with the translucent powder. This is translucent, but it almost looks yellow. I don't know how that's gonna work. Okay, so this powder is making my face look gray. It's kind of strange. I don't think you guys can really see that on camera, but when I look into the mirror, my under eye is kind of turning gray a little bit. Yeah, okay. So it's a no to the setting powder, the translucent one. I'm not a fan of this. I don't really like the undertone of it. So let's just go in with our Patrick's powder, you know, to the rescue. This, I prefer this. You see how it's like peachy? Patrick knew what he was doing. And then we're just gonna set our entire face with Wowder, right? I like to set my face before I do my bronzing. I think that helps me with fall control as well. This is not going as I planned. I had really high hopes for this foundation, and I feel like because I didn't get my shade that it is kind of upsetting me a little bit, but we're still gonna push through. I feel like I still like the foundation. I just need to get my shade. Anyway, so let's go ahead and bronze up the face. I'm gonna use this pressed bronzer from Colourpop. This is very red, right? So I think this is really gonna help warm up my face. And I don't always use this, but I feel like this is when it is really necessary. The wonder's already coming back. Praise Jesus. This is looking really good. I'm happy about what's happening here today. I want to just continue using all Colourpop stuff. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use Glow Up. This was some Karuchi's line. It is a Supershock highlighter. So we're gonna use that. And then we're gonna top that with a loose highlighter because I am feeling extra today. Then we're gonna take this Luster Dust in Au Revoir very lightly on the brush. Ah! Oh my god, I love this. This is absolutely beautiful. On my nose, on my cupid's bow. Okay, so this is the final look. I just put some gloss on my lips. I will have everything that I use in the description bar below. Thank God to this bronzer from Colourpop. I think this is what salvaged the look really, because I needed something that was a little more red that could match a little bit more with my skin tone, since 195 is not my perfect shade. Now, I love how it looks. It has a very soft matte feeling, just like they said, and look and finish. So I can appreciate that. Yeah, so you know, we're gonna be wearing this for at least 4 hours. It's 11:24 a.m. right now. I'm actually gonna go and renew my driver's license. So I'm gonna be looking cute. And I'm gonna be going to a meetup with, I think, African Pride and Ronke Raji. I'm super excited about that. That's why I'm like, ooh, let me get cute real quick, right? So I will be back to let you guys see what happens, and then we'll know if it's oily girl approved. Okay guys, so it is now 4:36, so that is approximately 5 hours I've been wearing this foundation, and we can see that your girl is greasy. It's not the most greasy I've ever been, but I am greasy. So I just also want to mention that I told you guys I was going to this meetup with Ronke Raji and my African Pride, I believe is the name of the brand. Got to the Walmart and no one was there, and none of the Walmart associates even knew what I was talking about. So I'm just like really disappointed that the event was cancelled and she said nothing. Like, if you're having a meetup and it gets cancelled, the least you could do is like tell your followers, tell the people who you invited that it's not gonna happen. Like, I drove 25 minutes to that place. So you know what, you live and you learn. Professionalism, I guess, it's just out the window. Anywho, back to the foundation. I actually really like the foundation. I think that it got a little darker also throughout the day. It looks good on my skin, you know. I think it matches my skin pretty well. Thank God for the bronzer. I don't think I'm gonna be purchasing another one of these foundations. I'm kind of like ditching foundation for real. Like, if y'all saw my minimalist makeup look, I didn't even wear foundation in that one. And my skin doesn't get as oily when I don't wear foundation. So, but we're still gonna talk about different foundations on this channel. Don't worry, because I know you guys look to me to see what your shade is. And I'm sorry if I didn't help you with this one. I would give this foundation 3 stars. It didn't keep me matte at all, even though it's saying it's a matte foundation. It didn't work for me. So if you have extremely oily skin like I do, it may not work for you. I wouldn't say it's the most oily I've ever been, but if you're looking for this to keep you matte, it's not going to. Okay, so you know, I always come up close and personal so we can really see what's going on. So this is how the foundation is looking. No separation whatsoever. I am happy about that. I am really happy about that. I gave it 3 stars because I don't think it controlled my oil very well, and also because 195 wasn't my shade and they told me it would be. But one thing I do want to mention is that this foundation comes in 42 shades, and I think that we should give Colourpop a clap for that. Okay, I didn't mention it in the beginning and I don't even know why, because that is epic. And they separate them in fair, light, medium, medium dark, dark, and deep dark. So you have 6 different categories with 7 foundations each within those categories, and I commend Colourpop. This is what it should be. I think that 200 may be a better fit for me, but honestly, I don't love the foundation enough to say I'm gonna buy the other shade. So would I recommend this foundation? Yes, I would, if you have dry to combination skin. If you have oily skin, I don't think you're going to like this foundation very much in terms of like keeping your face matte or not too shiny. In terms of coverage, I think it is medium to full coverage. It is buildable. You all saw that I used it under my eye as concealer, but I actually think it worked pretty good as concealer. I'm trying to like step away from the bright concealer because I want to do more natural, more minimalist type looks, you know, ones that look like skin. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and put your bell on for notifications. And you can also follow me on my social media platforms if you want to. It's le.beat on Instagram and on Snapchat, and the Beat Inc on Facebook and Twitter. So thank you guys for watching and have a great night. Bye.